And a very good evening to you. Welcome to TV47, the home of untold stories. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing for you right this evening. Of course, I'm here in studio and I hope that you are safe and sound wherever you are watching us from. Remember, you can find us on social media at TV47 Kenya. You can look for us on all social media platforms. Do tell us where you're watching this live broadcast from. We have a lot in store for you today. So make sure that you stay right here, because when it comes to sustainability, when it comes to just getting to know what's happening in the courts, as well as what's happening in business, in sports, in politics, we've got you covered. Of course, we've got our sign language interpreter tonight, Catherine Similoy. I am Shiksha Aurora, and let's begin tonight's live broadcast with our first story, where the High Court has stopped Parliament from forwarding the Constitution Amendment Bill to President William Ruto for assent. Now, the court says the bill raises serious constitutional questions that must be resolved before any further action. TV47's Mike Kagwongo has the details.
The Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill of 2025, a proposal seeking to entrench funds such as the Constituency Development Fund, Senate Oversight Fund and the Affirmative Action Fund into the Constitution, has hit a major legal hurdle. Justice Lawrence Mugambi has suspended the bill's journey to State House, ruling that Parliament cannot transmit it to the President until a constitutional petition is heard and determined. In its ruling, the court said the risks identified in the impunged bill are not idle arguments. Suspending what is reasonable serves the public better than proceeding with a doubtful process. The Katiba Institute filed the case, warning that if passed, the amendments could weaken constitutional safeguards. They argue that the bill introduces redundancy in the Constitution and violates the principle of prudent use of public resources. They also insist some of the provisions can only be approved through a national referendum, a process that Parliament has failed to regulate for over 14 years. In court, lawyers representing the petitioners stress that without a referendum law, Kenyans are denied a clear mechanism to participate in decisions that alter their constitution. The High Court agreed that these are weighty matters. It ruled that should the bill be assented to in defiance of the order, it will not take effect until the case is resolved. Justice Mugambi further dismissed arguments that the case was premature, noting that the constitutional disputes must be addressed before irreversible steps are taken. The Chief Justice is now expected to appoint an expanded bench of judges to hear the petition. That hearing determines whether the Constitution Amendment Bill survives or whether Parliament must go back to the drawing board. Until then, the bill and the billions of shillings tied to it remains in limbo. Mike Kagwongo, TV47, Nairobi.